Hi class, so today we're going to be doing a reading comprehension test. I've given you all a paper that has a passage on the one side and the questions on the other side. So I'm going to start off by reading you the passage, and I want you guys to follow along with me at your desk. After we read the passage, you guys are going to answer some of the questions. So first I'm going to read you guys the questions so that you know what to look for in the passage. So the first question is, what 4 things do you need to practice to use English well? Okay, number 2 is, which of those things do you practice the most at school? Number 3, what is one thing you can do to practice speaking? Number 4, what is one thing you can do to practice listening? Number 5, which do you need to practice more, listening or speaking? Okay, now I'm going to read the passage. Try to put those in like the back half of your brain. Okay. You may think you are really good at using the English language. This may be so, but you still need to practice. To use any language well, you have to practice listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Most students read and write in class. Those are both taught in school, so you practice reading and writing often. You might think you speak well. You may. Still, you need to always practice. You may not always say things in a way that helps people understand what exactly you mean. Think about what you will say before you speak out loud in class. When you talk in front of the class, use a nice, loud voice so that everyone in the class can hear you. Some people are better at listening than others. Everyone can use some practice. When someone is speaking, give the person your full attention. Turn and look at the speaker. Focus on what the speaker is saying instead of what you plan to say next. So, now, before any of you get too frustrated, I want you to try and do your best to answer the questions without looking at the passage. So I want you to fold your paper in half and only look at the questions. I want you to go through and look at all 5 questions again and read to see which ones you can answer. If you can't answer, that's okay too. There's no need to get frustrated. And then once you realize that you can't answer anymore or you've finished, you can raise your hand and I will tell you either that you are good to go when you're done or that you can look back at the passage to answer your questions. So you may begin.